Today in the crypto space, we see the Bitcoin price continuing to the downside, 92,000, and Ethereum right around 3,200. The rest of the crypto space still bleeding out to much lower levels. And the question is Bitcoin going to drop below 92 and bring the altcoins much further down? In today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator, but of course, guys, I want to talk about Ethereum. The Ethereum price right now is super important for these altcoins. And of course, if Bitcoin is going to continue coming down, so is Ethereum. So you know what? Let's talk about the news, let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins. Looking for opportunity, whether we go up or down, bearish or bullish, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market so that we can capitalize on any of the volatility. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to cover here on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, let's begin. Let's see what's going on here with this general market. First, we'll take a look at the market cap, trading volume. We'll jump into the Bitcoin price, and then we'll look at Ethereum. Guys, what is going on with the heavyweight of altcoins? Ethereum, is there weakness there as well? Most likely, guys, given the fact that Bitcoin is the leading indicator for the entire market, and Ethereum being the leading indicator for the altcoin season and altcoin market in general. Guys, we got to understand that there's weakness throughout the market. How bad is it? Let's take a look. We see that market cap is falling still, down another 4%. Let's just keep in mind that we're still at about $3.4 trillion, guys. We're still okay. Like, it's not that bad. We've been here before on the way up, and now we're just coming down, of course, you know, getting a back test here on total market cap as well. What's a bit of a concern is the trading volume in the last little bit. Every time we dip, we get market participation and consensus with this move, which is not what we want to see, right? We want to see the market say, nah, we're not interested in this dip. We don't want that volume. But guess what, guys? At least we know we're going in a direction at the current moment, and we could plan our next moves. Bitcoin is at a critical level, and this is one of the reasons why I want to talk about Ethereum today, is because Ethereum is obviously going to be at a critical stance, given that Bitcoin is at a critical level, dropping below 92,000 as we speak. Okay, guys, so super important. As we can see, 92 for Bitcoin, dropping, rolling over here, another 2%. Ethereum, 2.6%, falling as well. We have a lot of these altcoins currently showing red. As you can see, lower lows and lower highs. In the short term, the 1 hour fractals here are bearish throughout the market. So, guys, I know what I'm saying here is basically be careful. Be careful, DCA slowly, wait for horizontal levels of support. The last little liquidity grabs that we could get here on the within the market is based on the Bitcoin price, of course. And then the next level that we have to look out for if we start breaking down is that $87,000. And ask yourself this: what do you think is going to happen to the altcoin market? What is going to happen to a lot of these projects? I know some of them are still showing a lot of strength, like Mantra. Geez, this thing has no chill, still doing great. And as we keep on going down, you know, even Sui still doing okay. We have Gates still doing okay, being prop up there. We have Move getting a bit of a bounce and is somewhat of a green after this sell-off. And we have some of the altcoins still on the 1 hour holding steady here at the bottom of the range, as you can see. So we got to understand that although the market right now is bearish, a lot of dips, 10, 20, 30, you know, a lot of percentages to the downside, the reality is that we should be expecting at least some relief. Okay, at least some relief. Just be careful out there getting too aggressive. Okay, that's all it is. We're in a bearish stance until you know, we see some support on structure. Now, of course, today we're going to talk about Ethereum, but I want to begin talking about Bitcoin. So let's get right into it. Let's see what's going on with Bitcoin first. This is the Ethereum chart, but Bitcoin is at critical levels, guys. Even as we speak, we're breaking down below the horizontal support. Let's quickly get into some detail here. So as I mentioned many times in the last little while, this was risk on, this is less risky. We don't know where we're going to land, but this is less risky. Ultimately, what we are concerned about is the daily structure, higher highs, higher high, then lower high, confirmed lower high, head and shoulders formation, clear neckline, clear break, clear invalidation of a bullish thesis, getting into bearish territory. It's likely we start rolling over. That is going to be your opportunity. If we do roll over and get to 87,000, guys, that's the next buy order zone for me, where I'm going to be peppering in some buy orders, and we're going to entertain a 77 level because of the CME, and of course where all the liquidity is at is where max pain, maybe even a little bit lower, down to about 70. That's also very possible, guys, so be very careful. In the meantime, we're going to take it level by level. The measured move for this breakdown is going to be down to about 77 based on the top to the bottom of the shoulders, and then ultimately, yeah, we're coming down if that's the case, with this volume gap giving us opportunity. Now, if you look at what's happening really, even on lower time frames, we do see that even this bullish scenario where we got a higher high here right now is being tested, because we could definitely come down for that lower low even on the 4 hour, and it totally, you know, invalidate anything of the change of character here, because it looked like it was going to make a change of character if we got a confirmed higher low, higher high, maybe we get a pivot. Now we're all the way down here, guys. Now, yes, it's still okay as long as we don't break below, but as we speak, we're breaking below 92, and you can see it's not looking good. We got this last little wick, we got this little wick, and this little wick, and it's done. The reality is done. If it doesn't hold, and if this doesn't become a liquidity grab, which means giving us a swing failure where we come down, get back in, back test and spring, guys, it's likely we're going to come down. We could definitely see that liquidity hunt or the stop hunt right here, and then get a bounce. But then this is why a lot of times, if you're going to get into shorts, what you really want to do is wait for the confirmation and the rejection here for that continuation, because if it gets back above, that's bullish. We get the back test in spring, which is really good levels to start reaccumulating for the continuation back up. Guys, this is very emotional levels, both on the 4 hour, both on the and on the daily. This is very manipulative price action currently at the moment. This is hard mode, and this is why I identified risk right in this level, and I exited all my risky positions. I'm willing to get risk on again with leverage, and I tried to get in a few entries the other day, but I realized it's not worth it at the current moment. It's not yet ready for me to take that type of risk. Spot buys, yes. DCA, this is the time to DCA right here into this horizontal support. If it breaks below the next level 87, the next level 77, at all steps of the way, what you really want to do is split up your buy orders to have cash on the side for those levels. And obviously, you know, you got to be looking for a diverse portfolio. I'm not looking for Bitcoin buys, I'm looking for altcoin buys. I'm looking for opportunities where I can get that volatility. Obviously, everybody's risk profile is different, and I want the volatility, and I want to get into good projects within the hot narratives. So I'm keeping an eye on this in the next little while. Guys, join me live tonight at 8 p.m. EST. I take requests. I look at charts of what you guys want me to look at. And of course, if you have questions, that's a great time and place for you to join and ask any questions and engage with the community. And of course, the Discord, guys, it's a great community there. It's free, and you just get to hang out and ask questions and learn. There's a lot of stuff there going on, so feel free to join. Now, if we look at what's happening here with Bitcoin, with the possibilities of Bitcoin, I know I have this set up in a very bullish structure, because the reality, we are in a bull run, and I do eventually expect this to be a scenario where we go up, right? Of course, bull run up. But in the meantime, this becomes a corrective. And the thing is how low do we correct? And we're going to be tracking it right now. If we do not hold support, again, 87,000, guys. So prepare those buy orders. I've already scaled in right into this level. I know I didn't catch the bottom, but it's okay, because we saw the 4 hour looking pretty good. So I bought some more right into here. I bought some right into here. I bought right into here. Fine, but down here is where I'm going to be spamming buy orders. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's quickly move on. Ethereum. Now, if we marry that up, this whole analysis, this whole scenario, and Bitcoin coming down, and maybe even Bitcoin getting support, as we said, guys, is Bitcoin going to get support, and is it going to get a bounce right here at 3,000? That's a very psychological level as well, right? We do have a lot of emotions in that level, but the most emotional level for me, based on this chart using historical price action, is $2,800. If we're going to get some support, we're going to respect this volume gap right here, and I'm going to just quickly put in a red box so we can keep this very clear. This is where the emotions are at. The order blocks below and above, and this is the value gap, the volume gap. Okay, this volume gap is going to give us some opportunity, and because we can identify this, you know, this is where technically this is like a make it or break it moment for Ethereum as well. So we're a little bit far away from that scenario, but you can see we impulsed up in a very nice way. We also impulsed down in a very nice way. We structured out with a flag, and then we got a pump. This is very downward sloping price action. The question is this an ABC correction where we're almost done this corrective measure, or is it going to be a bigger move to the downside? Is it going to be a bigger move where we start coming down, maybe down to the 2800? And that's where I would expect Ethereum to come down to 28, even 27, right around this volume gap, to maybe, you know, revisit the breakout point based on this consolidation. Right now, look at all this volume, all of this. What we have to understand is based on this pump, based on the rejection point where we clarified and identified very early, as you can see, red arrows. This was the zone where I was telling you guys, no fresh longs on ETH. Go check out the videos. Right now, we can see that we're falling back into the structure, respecting this whole thing, and it's likely to come back and back test, you know, the different ranges. And the ones that interest me, again, is between 2800, 2900, right around here, to about I would say a good levels at about 26, 2700, right around this level. Okay, so this is pretty good. If we do come down here, would I be buying Ethereum? Personally speaking, again, no, I'm not buying Ethereum. I'm going to be looking for altcoins, because really there's a lot of speculation, and of course the on-chain data suggests that Ethereum slowly is slowing down as far as its a network effect and adoption. Its ecosystem is still the largest, of course, but we know that Solana's right behind it. We know that Sui's been doing very well. We have a lot of new chains that are within the space that are trying to compete and provide, you know, the trifecta, the whole trilemma, and get in right in there and provide those software solutions, right? So Ethereum is under a lot of pressure to share its market cap, right? And people, you know, these projects want to suck its liquidity, because it definitely, Ethereum has a lot of issues. And then we bring in the concept of the layer 2, and then the layer 2 itself, you know, ultimately is looking for a bit of that spot, right? A bit of that attention. Personally speaking, if Ethereum comes down to this level, we are going to see the altcoins bleed out even more. And this is where we might be able to get the best opportunity. So what I'm going to be doing right here is just put another green arrow right here. And the fact is that this zone, this right here, I'm going to remove it because this is done. This is done as well. And the extension level right up here could be almost done as well. We're going to go bullish in a second. But really, I want to see this retracement get over. I want it over. Is there any signs of divergence here? Let's quickly look. We got the divergence here, and we're rolling over. We're getting the follow through right now, guys. As you can see, higher highs on the price action, lower highs on the momentum, and we're finally kind of like rolling over. We got oversold, we got overbought, very weak bullish response. We made a lower high. Now we're coming down for a lower low. You see how it is. Now look at the momentum. EMA is facing down. We got red histogram bars. We got the expansion still in. We have the expansion right here in the momentum. Momentum and trend is very confluent right now to suggest bearishness. They're all very oversold. Everything is really oversold here on the 4 hour. How's the daily looking right now? The daily's not oversold yet. So guess what, guys? I'm going to have to say this. I'm going to have to say that ultimately the best time to take risk is when the daily gets oversold. At this point, it's coming down. Might as well let it come down. Likely 2800, 2700 it is, guys. Be prepared. We got an EMA cross right here on the trend oscillator. EMA is coming down. A red expansion, red histogram bar to the downside. And the purple expansion might have topped out, similar to what happened here. We didn't get a confirmed flip yet with a pale purple side of things, suggesting that we're rolling over, but the EMAs and the histogram bars are giving you those signals. So both oscillators right now are showing you, guess what, negativity. And you can see then if you start looking at this, it almost looks like Bitcoin. If you think about it, you know, we got a type of head and shoulder head type of scenario, and a shoulder where we're slowly rolling over and diverging and rolling over, guys. Neckline is clearly right around 3100 where we are right now, and pretty much below the 200 daily EMA. If we start snapping down, guys, get ready. We're ready to buy. We could even, at worst case scenario, come back to 2300. Guys, I know I'm talking about bearish targets here, but we got to be prepared. The last thing that you want to do is not be prepared to buy the dip. Raise liquidity, do what you got to do to have that capital to buy the dips. Guys, I'm going to be live again tonight at 8 p.m. EST talking about crypto news and price action. Feel free to join, and of course, if you want to follow me on those socials, the links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and don't forget, buy the dip.